Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, February 5th, 2021. Today was the non-farm payrolls report day. We didn't really get a whole lot of activity on that report. It was fairly quiet, but we are holding higher prices from the gap up this morning. We did open up near the highs of the session. We had a decent pullback off the open and have since retraced and just barely made a new high here in the S&P, which is that top left chart that I'm showing here. But you know, today's session, we've opened up kind of in the top portion of the range, and we're trading in the top portion of the range. And what I want to do this afternoon is take a look at that price action developing on the non-farm payrolls report day. So let me go ahead and set this up and discover looking at all four instruments. We're going to use an intraday time-based entry of 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to set it up as a long that will exit at the close of regular trading hours. Now, to set up this price action, I'm just going to keep it really simple here. I'm going to say that the open of today's session is in the top half of the intraday range. So I'm going to come into this open versus intraday range, hit equals next to open in top half of the range. And then next, I'm going to go to this category next to it. Where is the intraday close as of that 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time and entry? And I'm going to say that it's in the top half of the intraday range as well. So this means at least half of the day's range is taking place below the open and below the 2:30 p.m. price. Next, I'm going to go into the indicators. I'm going to put us in a similar bullish market environment. We're trading up at all-time highs right now. So above a 10, above 200 keeps it bullish there. And then lastly, I'm going to go into the market events. I'm going to say that today was the non-farm payrolls report, and now I can hit view results. And here we go. These are the results of going long at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, exiting at the close, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time, when it is non-farm payrolls report day in a bullish environment, and the open and the 2:30 p.m. price are in the top 50% of the intraday range. So historically, we've got 24 samples in the S&P, looking back to 2003. We've got 28 in the NASDAQ, 23 in the Dow, 12 in the Russell. And looking at the win rates on these, you're seeing the S&P come in at 58%. The NASDAQ's pretty neutral there, 54%. The Dow is the strongest of the group at 65%, and Russell identical there to the S&P at 58%. So none of these are weak. The NASDAQ's neutral. The other three are starting to lean a little bit more towards the bullish side. If we look at the average win, average win and loss, fairly similar there in the S&P. The average win's a bit bigger in the NASDAQ, very similar in size for the Dow, and then the average loss is a bit larger in the Russell. So fairly mixed there across average win and average loss, but the win rate's just mildly leaning towards the long side here as we approach the close. So hopefully you found that helpful. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.